Okay guys, Paul Wooten here, WF Customs. Thanks for everybody that has participated in buying some of my 50 cent and quarter cars. I'm just trying to help you guys out. If you guys need some of those to fill in some holes in your collection or just for customs or whatever. But this video has come to you. I've had a chance to go through a lot of Hot Wheels the last few weeks and bring back a lot of memories and nightmares of Hot Wheel collecting. A lot of you guys are complaining, and I have to, about the more plastic cars and less metal. But at least most of those cars are decent cars, even if they're plastic. They're still pretty cool. Now, there's crap that was made back when I was not when I was a kid. Pretty much everything was good when I was a kid, but into the early 90s up into the mid 2000s, Hot Wheels made some really crappy stuff. First, I'm going to show you some of the stuff that made sense. Then I'm going to show you some of the stuff that I found that makes absolutely no sense. And it's a good thing this crap ain't coming out now. We would never get new Hot Wheels in the stores because this stuff would be hanging forever. So some of the cool stuff that you would think, okay, as a kid, growing up, I would think, Mom, that would be really cool to have a shopping cart with an engine on it. That would be cool. And, everybody had their radio flyers. That would be cool to have a big engine in your wagon. Really? Yeah, that'd be cool. And even as far as, okay, let's talk about a baby stroller with a big engine in it. That makes a lot of sense to a little kid. This one's not so much, but still pretty cool. A toilet bowl with a motor on it. You can drive with a plunger. That's kind of cool. Then you look at a dog fighter. This is kind of like an airplane turned into a car. Yeah, we're still on the fairly cool side. We haven't got into what we're thinking. And as a kid, you like animals and dragons and stuff. It'd be cool to have a dragon wagon. Yeah, that's pretty neat. And then whatever this Gorilla Zola thing is, like an old bat or a dragon, something like that. Yeah, we're still okay. Then we had the Zombot, which, come out in the time period where you actually could stand this dude up and looks like a robot, like the Transformers. I'm still digging that. That's still 1995. Oh yeah, everybody likes dragons, right? Dragon on wheels, cool. Everybody likes Shark Week, pretty cool. Yeah. So far, you guys probably would agree with what I've showed you just now. Is borderline between cool and what was you thinking. Now we're gonna really do Hot Wheels and tell what was you thinking. And please never bring these back. One of them I'm gonna show you already has a final run. Thank goodness. But then you final run some stuff that was really, really cool, and you kept a lot of garbage. So the Buick Wildcat, yeah, it had a run. I think it was, I don't remember when it was first edition, but it, I don't know if I had the first edition. But yeah, it made its run. They painted it every color they can. Kept putting them stupid 3-spoke wheels that I hate. Then you start getting into cars like Turbo Flame. Yeah, the Hot Wheels logo is sweet, but you ought to see one that doesn't have that on it. Well, I had it here, but it must have flew away. But anyway, so that's that one. Then you got this weird looking thing called a Silhouette 2. Yeah, maybe not. Speed Machine? No, still got them stupid wheels on it. Then you got the Speed Blaster. Stupid wheels. Another Speed Blaster. Stupid wheels. I think this era, they love that 3-spoke wheel. Some people call it Razor, but it's a 3-spoke wheel is what it's called. And you got the splitting image. Yeah, changing the paint job, putting pink on it, putting black on it. No, there's that stupid wheel again. Alright, so we had the Bearcat. We got Skull Rider. To me, nah, not really a Skull Rider. Some people like this one, Power Piston. Yeah, that one makes a little bit more sense. That same 3-spoke wheel. Then you got this Pontiac Rageous, which the whole top of it, if you can see, is all plastic. The bottom part's metal, ugly wheel. Should be Pontiac Outrageous. Why would Pontiac allow them to put their name on something that looks like that? But who knows? Oh, there's that goofy one. That, see, it doesn't look any better with different wheels. Power Pipes makes a little bit of sense, but this has got the directional wheels on it. You know, I don't know, guys. Maybe it's just me. Shadow Jet. It's alright. Speed Shark. I like the other shark car better, you know. Then, I guess Corvette at one time, was going to come out with a Stingray 3. Not a big fan of that. That big old windshield sticking out of it. Looks more like a Miata with a huge windshield on it. I'm surprised how that ever worked out. And the step-on test. And then you got this goofy looking thing called Flash Fire. Yeah, repaint it, put different wheels on it. Still don't improve it. I don't know when the last time some of these have been released. I guess you guys are glad they haven't released it in a while. But then the other, of course, that came out with all this is the plastic stuff you see that came out and started in 2005. Plastic body, metal base. But even those are fairly cool compared to them other goofy things. Yeah, the big fat backs. I don't know what I've done with them. They're ugly. But I don't know. Just digging up bones, you know. Trying to pull all this stuff out. And it's cool to find all this new stuff, but then when you continue to remember that all that goofy stuff came out. You know, thank goodness we've got some of the really cool stuff we have today. Good thing. What was it? It was another thing. What was I thinking with this? You know, that is a Dodge Neon with huge wheels in the back. Front and little wheels in the back. I can't tell you how many little kids I've seen playing with this car, and they're rolling it the other direction because they think the big wheels should be in the back. But yeah, they've made some really cool stuff, some really goofy stuff. But yeah, I've got a whole lot more cars to go through. Thanks for everybody out there that's been sending me emails and text about the cars that they want. Some I'm able to find, some I just can't find. And this warehouse that I'm working in, my garage is warm. You see, I'm in a short sleeve shirt, but up there it's cold. Today I worked in the very top floor, and you're within about this far from the ceiling when you're walking, so the sun was beating on it, so it actually made it a little bit warm upstairs. But if you went downstairs, it was cold, so didn't hang out there a whole lot. But yeah, this was just kind of, I guess, a funny rant video. I've got boxes heading every direction. Shout out to everybody that, of course, has bought stuff from me and already received it. I've got a few boxes here I'm waiting on payment on. Got some fixing the box up, finished putting the label on tonight. But yeah, it's been let me show you just a little bit here if I can get you guys dizzy. Look at this table right here. These are all stuff that I'm trying to. Those sideway boxes right there. Those are people's that bought stuff that I'm still gonna send invoices out to. Got all that on the desk. Sitting over there. Yep. How's that ride, y'all? Went on a ride, roller coaster ride. Love it. I'm gonna throw something at you to kind of make this video a little more enjoyable. Kind of found this little dude here. It's missing a mirror on it. It's got one mirror here, one mirror here, and the hood does open. This back end opens, the hatch opens. Somehow this engine opens up, shows engine. It's kind of scratched up, kind of beat up, but that's that Nissan 1972 Nissan Datsun 240Z by JDM. It's got some scuff marks on it and stuff, but it's a pretty cool piece to have. Just thought I'd show it to you. I know all you JDM guys are drooling, but it does have, I don't know if you can see, it's got marks on it. It's been played with. Oh yeah, the hatch comes up all the way, and the door's open, y'all. Doom, 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 doom. See, I turned the ugly video into something cool. Doom. All right, y'all. Thanks for watching.